Canada, a land of breathtaking beauty and untamed wilderness, a land of vast forests and towering mountains where nature reigns supreme. But venture north, and you enter a different world, one that is both stark and mesmerizing. This is the realm of the Northern Territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. A place where the land tells stories of ancient times, lands shrouded in mystery and sculpted by ice, where the cold breath of the Arctic shapes the terrain. These territories are a tapestry of stark beauty, a canvas painted with the hues of nature's extremes. They hold a global significance, impacting climate and captivating the imagination of scientists and adventurers alike. The very air hums with a raw energy, a reminder of the untamed forces at play. Summers bring endless days, the sun a constant presence, casting a golden glow over the land. Winters plunge the land into darkness, lit by the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis, a dance of lights in the night sky. These territories are a paradox, harsh yet fragile, desolate yet teeming with life, a delicate balance of survival. These are not simply empty spaces on a map. They are vital ecosystems, each playing a crucial role in the planet's health. They are home to unique cultures, rich in traditions and deeply connected to the land. And they hold the key to understanding our planet's future, offering insights into climate change and environmental shifts. Join us as we journey into the heart of Canada's frozen frontiers, exploring the wonders and challenges of this incredible region. This is a story of resilience and adaptation, of life thriving against the odds. It is a story of the enduring power of nature, a testament to the strength and beauty of the natural world. And it is a story that is only just beginning to be told, with many more chapters waiting to unfold. The vastness of Canada's Northern Territories is hard to comprehend. Stretching over millions of square kilometers, this region is one of the most remote and least populated areas on Earth. Yukon, the smallest of the three, is still larger than many countries, about the size of Spain. Despite its size, it is home to fewer than 40,000 people, making it a land of immense solitude and natural beauty. The Northwest Territories dwarf that, sprawling over an area comparable to South Africa. This vast expanse is characterized by its rugged terrain and sparse population. And then there is Nunavut, a giant amongst giants. Its sheer size and isolation make it one of the most unique places on the planet. It covers a fifth of Canada's landmass, larger than Mexico and Greenland combined. This immense territory is a testament to the scale of the North. Imagine a land so vast that it takes days to cross by plane. The distances are staggering, and the sense of isolation is profound, where communities are separated by hundreds of kilometers. These small, isolated settlements are often accessible only by air or seasonal roads, where the horizon stretches endlessly, unbroken by human structures. The vast, unspoiled wilderness is a defining feature of the Northern Territories. This is the scale of the North. A place where the land seems to go on forever, and the natural world reigns supreme. A place where the elements rule supreme. The harsh weather conditions shape the landscape and the lives of those who inhabit it. The sheer size presents unique challenges. Navigating this terrain requires resilience and adaptability. Transportation and communication become monumental tasks. The remoteness and harsh conditions make every journey an adventure. The remoteness amplifies the need for self-reliance and community. People here depend on each other and their own resourcefulness to thrive. Yet it is this very isolation that has preserved the unique character of the North. The pristine landscapes and traditional ways of life remain largely untouched by modernity. Imagine a world painted in shades of white and blue, where the landscape is a pristine canvas of snow and ice. Here the ground is permanently frozen, locked in the unyielding grip of permafrost, a testament to the relentless cold. This is the tundra, a vast treeless plain that dominates much of the Northern Territories, stretching as far as the eye can see. Further south, the tundra gives way to the Boreal forest, a sea of spruce and pine stretching across the horizon, creating a dense green canopy. Here the land is alive with the sound of wind whispering through the trees and the calls of migratory birds, a symphony of nature. Towering above it all are glaciers, remnants of the last ice age, standing as silent sentinels of time. These rivers of ice carve through the landscape, leaving behind valleys and fjords of breathtaking beauty, sculpting the earth with their immense power. And then there is the Arctic coastline, a constantly shifting mosaic of ice flows, rocky shores, and icy waters, ever-changing and dynamic. This is a land of extremes, where the environment can be both harsh and awe-inspiring. Temperatures can plummet to bone-chilling lows in the winter and soar surprisingly high in the short summer, showcasing the region's dramatic climate shifts. Yet, life finds a way, adapting and thriving in these challenging conditions. Polar bears roam the ice floes, masters of this frozen domain. Caribou herds migrate across the tundra, following ancient paths etched into the landscape. Whales breach in the Arctic Ocean, their massive forms breaking the surface in a display of grace and power. The Northern Territories are a testament to nature's resilience, a place where life endures against all odds, painting a vivid tapestry of survival and beauty. For thousands of years, long before the arrival of Europeans, the indigenous peoples have called the North their home. The Inuit, Dene, Métis, and First Nations people are the true guardians of these lands. Their cultures are deeply intertwined with the natural world. They have survived and thrived in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their traditional knowledge, passed down through generations, is an encyclopedia of survival. They know how to hunt caribou on the tundra, navigate the icy waters, and build shelters against the biting wind. But life in the North is changing. Modern pressures from globalization to climate change are impacting their way of life. Despite the challenges, they are resilient. They are fighting to preserve their languages, traditions, and connection to the land. Section 5. The warming North climate change impacts. The Arctic is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the world. The consequences are being felt most acutely in the Northern Territories. The permafrost, once solid, is thawing, releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The ice that defines the Arctic is melting at an alarming rate. This threatens the polar bears that depend on the ice for hunting. It also puts coastal communities at risk from rising sea levels. The delicate balance of the Arctic ecosystem is under threat. The impacts are not just environmental, but also cultural and economic. Traditional hunting grounds are becoming inaccessible. The livelihoods of those who depend on the land are at risk. The warming North is a stark reminder of the global nature of climate change. Section 6. Arctic Crossroads, Geopolitical Importance. As the Arctic ice melts, new shipping routes are opening up. The Northwest Passage, once a mythical sea route, is becoming a reality. This has sparked international interest in the Arctic and its resources. Countries like China are vying for influence in the region. The United States sees the Arctic as a strategic area. Canada, with its vast Arctic coastline, is at the forefront of this geopolitical game. The Northern Territories are no longer on the periphery of global affairs. They are becoming a focal point. The need to balance economic development with environmental protection and indigenous rights has never been greater. The decisions made in the Arctic will have global repercussions. Section 7. Riches beneath the frost, economic potential. Beneath the permafrost and the icy waters lie vast reserves of natural resources. Oil, natural gas, diamonds, and minerals are abundant in the Northern Territories. These resources hold the promise of economic prosperity. The opening of new shipping routes presents opportunities for trade and tourism. The world is looking to the Arctic, and the Northern Territories are poised to play a key role in this emerging frontier. However, this economic potential comes with responsibilities. The extraction of resources must be done sustainably, minimizing the impact on the environment and respecting indigenous rights. The challenge is to strike a balance between economic development and environmental stewardship. Section 8. Voices of the Arctic Indigenous Governance. In recent decades, there has been a growing movement for indigenous self-determination in the North. Nunavut, created in 1999, stands as a testament to this. It is the only geopolitical region in Canada governed by Inuit people. Indigenous communities are reclaiming their voices, asserting their rights, and taking control of their destinies. They are leading the way in advocating for sustainable development, environmental protection, and the preservation of their cultures. Their traditional knowledge is invaluable in navigating the challenges of climate change and balancing economic development with environmental stewardship. The future of the North is inextricably linked to the empowerment and self-determination of its indigenous peoples. Section 9. Towards a Sustainable Future. Challenges and Opportunities. The Northern Territories stand at a crossroads. Climate change, globalization, and economic development are reshaping the region at an unprecedented pace. The challenges are significant, but so are the opportunities. The path forward must be one of sustainability, balancing economic growth with environmental protection, respecting indigenous rights and knowledge, and working together to address the global challenge of climate change. The future of the North is not predetermined. It will be shaped by the choices made today. Choices that will determine not just the fate of the Northern Territories, but also the future of the Arctic and the planet as a whole. The Arctic is calling. Will we listen?